All right, and we are live. This is going to be awesome. WSOP Online Event number 74. It's a 1,500 buy-in Pot Limit Omaha. Henry Kilbane is joining me for the commentary. Henry, good to see you, mate.
Hey, another $1,500 PLO bracelet event, Runchuks. Let's go. Over 200K for first, man. It's like we're in Vegas, except we're in the comfort of our own homes.
Yeah, absolutely. And same for the people at the table. Imagine playing for 250, probably sitting in your underwear.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's not going to be many more chances in our lifetimes to win a bracelet sat in our underwear. So I'm hoping people are making the most of it.
Absolutely. Do you recognize any of the names while we're watching people jostle for position, so to say, and jump around, switch their seats?
Yeah, I recognize two names. Jao Simao, obviously, just crusher, been around for God knows how long. And then, wait, who just moved? Sean Winter as well. An absolute beast. I didn't know he played much PLO, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, he plays PLO. He plays everything.
Yeah.
He plays quite a lot of PLO. I've played with him many times in Bellagio. He likes to play all the games.
Yeah, I mean, plays all the 10Ks, 25Ks, 50Ks. Best live cash, 2.4 million. Over 15 million in total live earnings. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. We seem to have, I was going to say one runaway chip leader, but Thi Truong currently chip leader, but only by what's the big blind at the moment? God, I can't see. I need my glasses.
I think Thi is sitting with 40 big blind stack at the moment.
Yeah, so it's 5 big blinds more than Frank, who's in second. Then we've got Jao and Dante, who's also from Brazil. Then we have quite a big drop-off to Sean Winter and Larinas. So I'm interested to see how these middling stacks play, having Johannes on such a short stack. I mean, Johannes playing, 6 big blinds?
6 big blinds, correct. And then Kyle is on 12.
Yeah. Kyle playing as limp cool, I assume. May decide to limp rip here, but doubt it. If he thinks that Dante is just going to be attacking his limps a lot of the time. But yeah, it's going to be weird for everyone until Johannes either doubles up or is eliminated. Original Muff saying Dante Goya is probably Dante Goya F from PokerStars. Yeah, could be. Could be an imposter. You never know. Just looking around the table, seeing who's going to have a close spot. I guess Enrico's going to be in a bit of a weird spot if it folds around to Dante. I don't hate this open Runchuks from Jao. I think he can get punished enough. Obviously, we don't really know much about Dante and how much punishing he's going to do. Let's it go.
Yeah, I think it's a good open. You know, he has one of the bigger stacks. He can apply a lot of pressure. Like you said, this Johannes sitting so short at the moment is playing into the hands of the bigger stacks. Especially if we consider the position of Johannes. He's going to be on the big blind in 2 hands. And he's already sitting with 6 big blinds. So basically after the blinds, we might see the first elimination.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. He's going to need to pick a spot soon, right? But then again, I mean, it is ante-less PLO. We go through the blinds. We're down to 4.5 bigs. We've got an orbit to pick a spot. So I think think this is a mistake that a lot of people make, is getting desperate once they get down to 6, 7 big blinds. Obviously, I would much rather have more than 7 big blinds, but ante-less PLO, it's not the end of the world. Interesting turn card for Enrico. I wouldn't hate seeing a lead here, having the 2 queen blockers in our hand.
Mm-hmm. Good read. Yeah, he goes for it. And of course, well, I can't see Zhao folding, really.
Yeah. Getting, what, 2.5 to 1 on a call.
Yeah.
In position.
And he has to
SPR
consider
is going
that
to be...
He has to consider that if Enrico is currently bluffing, which he is going to be once in a while, it's really hard for him to continue shooting again on the river, right? Because of Johannes sitting so short. So, well, Zhao makes the fold, though. Can't blame him for it.
Yeah, I guess having just one blocker there isn't that relevant. Let's have a look, see if Frank is going to get involved. He is opening into the chip leader, so he does decide to go for the min open. Makes sense. This is a spot. In terms of ICM pressure, Runchuks.
Oh, yeah. Dante does the only sensible thing here, and Frank folds. Well, quite understandable. When you're sitting with those 34, 35 big blinds, whatever he had, as tempting as it might be to make a call and set mine, essentially, it's probably not a great strategy with all the ICM at the moment.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for Johannes, man. I mean, 6 bigs, king, queen, 10, 4, double, probably going in blind versus blind.
Yeah, he has to.
I
don't think he should be raising. He should be calling at the moment.
Okay.
He goes for it. And, well, now that he has the bottom pair, I don't see him getting away from the hand. Two backdoor flush draws as well, some backdoor potential with the straight. So he's in decent shape, actually, against the specific hand. He has 34%. Wow. Not the best turn for him. And let's see the peeling card.
Well, I think it's 6. GG's.
Yeah.
GG's. Well, didn't take us, 3 hands? 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands?
I think three of her hands, yeah, exactly. And not surprising, obviously, with Johannes sitting there on a 6 big blind stack. It was bound to happen really quickly.
Yeah, for sure. Have you been anyway, Runchuks? What have you been up to this week? Decent grind or just chilling?
Well, a bit of both. Had some decent grind, some pretty nice chilling. Getting tired, though. I really am looking forward to the weekend and actually just taking it easy and enjoying what seems like the last few days of real summer here.
Just living the life. I mean, it can't be the last few days of summer, surely. Till the end of September?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you call that summer, there's summer and then there's summer. So, as far as I'm concerned,
right.
The real summer, because, September is going to be real nice during the day, etc., etc. But it's no longer like lovely t-shirt weather 2 in the morning.
Okay. So there's summer and then there's summer, right?
Yes, correct.
Got it.
And how have you been? Your flights, your travels, all good?
Yeah, it's been a busy week. It's been a stressful week, but it's all good. It's all good. Original Muff saying, imagine losing to a 9 kicker. That was a bit of an unfortunate run out for Frank, but then again, it was an extremely wide call from the small blind, in my opinion, especially against the chip leader, who can just put us in an absolute world of pain. With the,
what do you think about Kyle's limp, actually, here? He limped early position Is it good?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on this one? Sure, he's sitting with a very short stack. He is basically the shortest stack at the moment, 9 big blinds, starting the hand. But is it really in his interest to see flops, make decisions post-flop, or maybe just going for an open would have worked better?
I think going for an open works better. I think it's tough to navigate. It's 100% range from the big blind, especially on boards like this. I don't like the stab. I think this is a hand that we should be included in our check back range. It'd be a disaster for Zhao to take his, I don't know, 5, 6, 7x and check raise, put us all in. So yeah, I think playing as pot or fold pre-flop is probably the way to go, and then on the flop, checking behind, and then just folding turns a lot of the time.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that would make more sense.
Frank, Original Muffin saying yes, but maybe he knows the chip leader and thinks he's not really a good player. Yeah, I get that, but you've also got one of the best players in the world behind you in the big blind, Sean Winter. You're inviting him in for a squeeze. You're inviting him in to flat call and see a flop, and you're in the middle of a sandwich with one of the world's best sat behind you. And Frank kind of just showing that maybe a bit impatient, maybe a bit inexperienced. I don't know. I don't think we should be flatting King 9-7 either, Rainbow, but maybe I'm just being a bit nitpicky today, Runchuks. You tell me.
Yeah, I agree. It's a bit optimistic. Sure, he has position, and he's going to be able to navigate flops quite easily, but he's guessing on so many runouts. Like, for example, right now, Dante's applying a lot of pressure. Frank actually sitting with the best hand, but it's a tough one hell of a call to make. So he makes the fold. And this is the scenario that we're going to see most of the time when you flat the rainbow kings there.
Yeah. Richard Muffin say middle's the best part of any sandwich.
That's actually true.
It is. Unless, it's ciabatta, then you're probably low in life. But anyway, Runchuks, man, we got some news before we went live.
Some good news, in fact, yeah.
One would say there is, good news for sure. But we've got, how many tickets did we have last time? 3.
We had 3.
We had 3 tickets to give away. This time we got 10 tickets to give away. Have you got anything in mind based off the way that we gave away tickets last time? That was a very tight fold from Kyle. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ace King 6 deuce double suited to the ace and the king. Just limp folds versus the 3x from Dante. This guy's saying, is this live? It is indeed.
Well, the commentary is live. Yeah.
The commentary
is live. Obviously, this is a recording of the WSOP event. Hence, we can see all of the cards of all of the players involved. Otherwise, it'd be pretty weird.
Oh, Zhao getting frisky.
Yeah, well, interesting idea. I mean, obviously, with aces that strong, he's really not afraid of anything that's going to happen. He is going to be, well, in position against the blinds all of the time. Well, now in a 3-way spot, he can't be too happy on this board.
Enrico's loving life, but also hating it at the same time because he's got Kyle sat on 5 bigs.
Oh, yeah.
Don't hate a turn lead here. Let's go 2/3.
Oh, it works. Takes it down.
But yeah, Runchuks, we got some tickets to give away. We got 10 tickets to give away. So
right, awesome. And now we have 6 minutes to think about how best to do it. So I was really looking forward to playing the game again. lot of
Okay.
things. What we did last time was a lot of fun. I think our audience enjoyed it as well. I'm not sure that 10 tickets is going to be hard.
It is going to be hard.
Yeah.
It is going to be hard, but we could do a couple of giveaways via lot and things.
Yeah, and we can also make it easier. Like if it's a number we're guessing, like the closest 2 or closest 3, something like that.
Yeah,
can go for that as well.
we could do that. Have you got any questions in mind?
Not yet.
Original Muffin said, I'm not sending nudes. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'd rather you didn't. Let me think. I feel like I used up all of my good ones last time. What could we do? Flodden thinks. Well, how about we do one ticket giveaway when we return from break? People in the chat have to guess what the flop's going to be. So we got 4 colors. Cool. We got a 4-color deck. So we got black, red, blue, green. And then obviously if there's a more than the one correct guess in the chat, then we could just have a tiebreaker, or we could just give everyone that guesses it correctly a ticket. We've got a lot of tickets to give away.
That's true. So, okay, let's go for it. Guys, you can basically start writing it right now. What you're trying to guess is the color of the deck. Obviously, the way it works, if let's say there's 2 spades on the flop, that is going to be the black flop.
Yeah.
The clubs are green, spades are black, diamonds are blue, and roses are red. All right? And hearts as well, obviously. So anyway, yeah, go for it. And another thing we could go for is I want to hear some stories from the people about their highlight moments from WSOP or any live events. Whenever you went to Vegas, what was your most memorable thing? So maybe if people share the stories. I don't know if Twitch chat is going to be the place for that. Henry, you probably are.
Twitch chat's the place for everything, Runchuks.
Okay, well, then let's go for it. As I think, and that's going to be throughout the day, I think. Let's just let people share their stories, and then we're going to pick at least one that is going to be... Let's just pick one that we like. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know if I'm looking for something crazy or something fun or something inspirational. Just whatever. Try it and we'll see.
What are the chances we get a rainbow flop just because RNG wants to troll us?
Well, if we get the rainbow flop, we see the turn, right?
Okay.
And the turn is going to make the color.
Okay.
And the chances of the board being rainbow after the turn are pretty slim, and so we're going to see the river. But either way, if somehow we only see the flop and don't see the river, and it was all rainbow, then we just see the next flop.
Okay. That sounds good. What if it's a misdeal?
Well, if it's a misdeal, I think we just call it a day and stop the stream, and that's it.
Man, no one's gone for the GTO answer yet. In the chat, you're letting me down, boys and girls. Come on.
The GTO answer? What is the GTO answer?
There we go. Well done, Euclid. Well done, Chabs. There we go. Well, no one had put green, Runchuks. People kept replying black, 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 red, blue, black, red, blue. Finally, a couple of people coming in with the green. Makes sense. When no one's put the answer in, But, I mean, we're feeling generous today anyway, so chances are that whoever gets it right is just going to get a ticket. I could do a quick giveaway. I've got one. got one in my head. Rockster saying purple. Oh, unlucky, mate. All right. I recently purchased my first piece of art. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So I bought my first piece of art. I want to see if anyone in the chat can guess what the picture or the piece of art is of. Like, well, I don't know. I'm tired, Runchuks, but we'll get there. I can't even put a sentence together. I just had a nap. Maybe naps in the afternoon aren't GTA. But yeah, bought a piece of art. IO40 said this is the Mona Lisa. If it was the Mona Lisa, probably wouldn't be streaming poker if I was rich enough to buy the Mona Lisa, to be honest with you. Let's go again saying Mr. Bean. Little saying a tree. And maybe I'll like give out some clues if no one gets close.
Oh, look at Kyle now. He obviously has a bit of a decision to make. 5 big blinds is his stack. 5 big blinds exactly, almost exactly. Connected hand, yet is not going to be doing great when he sees the flop or if he's going all in. But what can he do? I mean, if we think about it, he has 5 big blinds. Sean, Laurintus are sitting at 15.
I mean, if he goes with this and he didn't go with the ace king 6-2 double suited blind versus blind, then I don't know, man. The ace king 6-2 double had to get through one person, and now the jack 10-9-7 triple suited having to get through 4 players. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. Chap saying dogs playing poker. So Agga saying good brag, bought a nude mermaid. You're close. You're close.
It would be cool,
By the
actually,
way,
if you bought the dogs playing poker. That's a pretty cool piece of art. Do you know that picture, right?
Runchuks, come on, man. Don't offend me like that.
I don't know.
I mean, come on. Do you know the movie Rounders?
Well, Rounder, yeah, I heard about Rounders, yeah.
You've heard it. Sean said someone messaged Kyle. Kyle's AFK.
Yeah.
His mate is making a coffee. Forgot
Well,
that
the
he's on
good
a
thing
WSOP
about it is,
Final
though,
Table.
he's not spoiling anything for anyone, apart from getting Sean pissed at him, which is probably good news for the rest of the table, because the levels go up by the number of hands, not by the time, which is a great thing and a great idea.
Yeah. So Sean is on live tilt.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to see the flop, right? There's high likelihood we're going to see the flop. Green is looking mighty good. We're not going to see a flop. What the hell? And it would have been green, I reckon, because, clubs were sort of missing.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to see a flop here.
Oh, yeah. And I think Sean might be heading. I want to say home. He's already home. Everybody's home at this table, I assume.
Man, he could be going home, but does he just take the lower variance route?
No, I think calling would be probably better. Because Kyle is sitting on a tiny stack, and if we look at the pay jumps, no. Sean is not one to take the low variance route, so...
Oh, man. That's so tilt. 3.6 million in the middle as well.
Still got outs.
Wow. Oh, turn card. Needs a diamond, an 8, a king. Wow.
Oh, well. I was actually looking forward to watching Sean play with cards up for a while, but that didn't happen, unfortunately.
Oh, look at that. Kyle got the ladder. Got the ladder up to 33k. And we had a rainbow run out as well, Runchuks.
Oh, did we?
We did.
What
Well,
was
because
the river?
we got a 4-color deck, not a 2-color deck at the moment. So, in all likelihood, that there is a good chance that we have rainbow boards.
Well, it was a rainbow flop, right? But what was the whole board? The whole board can't be. Oh no, wait, it could be.
Yeah, we got a 4-color deck. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're in trouble. But it's all right. I'll keep an eye on everything.
But wait, like in my book, if there's 2 spades, so 2 black cards on the flop, that's a black board and that's a black flop. I don't want 3 spades. That's just almost never going to happen.
Obviously, but
Right.
at the moment we've got blue, red, green, and black instead of just black and red.
Fuck yeah.
So it could come
Fair
it could
point.
come green, come green, blue, red, black, red.
Oh man, maybe I should take a nap as well, like midstream.
It's all right. People are used to Dumb and Dumber streaming now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
By the way, we just saw Frank earlier on repot with the Queen 7-4 rainbow. Sorry, single suited, which was quite interesting. But
Yeah. So what do? We still have this board thing to sort out.
we do.
We
do.
missed
I
the
think
previous one. This would be unfair. We should announce the board that we're gonna do. Which are we gonna do? And we're gonna have to concentrate on it.
Well, no, we already announced it, right? We said if we get a rainbow flop or a rainbow run out, it will just be until we don't get a rainbow run out. So whoever said red should be in with a chance of winning a ticket now, surely.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Rockstar Tank, Siska 2. Who else put red? That was it. Only 2 people put red. So, oh no, wait. Skogen put red as well. So 3 people put red. What are we saying? Are we giving all 3 people a ticket, or should we make them fight to the death?
Kind of tempting.
It's a tough one.
It's
a tough one.
Nah, what the hell? You get a ticket, and you get a ticket, like Oprah. Basically, everybody gets a ticket. Let's go for that.
All right. So Roxata Tank, Seiska 2, and Skogen JJ. Is it Skogen? Yeah. All put red. So you could all DM me. DM me. Wait. Yeah, that makes sense. Your GG details. Need your email account and your phone number registered to your GG account, and we'll get them credited ASAP. Also, message me ASAP because it's $50 tickets into the 5K main event, or $50 satellite tickets. Right. What else are we doing, Runchuks? A lot of
Chavs is saying
things.
that he also put red. Let's double check that.
Chaps, you put green. You put blue, green, black, green. It's not how it works. Nice try, though.
That's true. What about that picture?
What about this picture? Yeah, no one's even got close. Someone said nude women. I mean, okay. Chaps said dogs playing poker. Rox Tank said Picasso. IO4D said Mona Lisa. Chat. This piece of art cost me 150 euros. All right. I'm not out here buying $1 million pieces. It's just a friend of mine. I met him at the poker table, told me he's an artist, added me on Facebook, and he uploaded it recently to Facebook. I was like, yo, dude, can I purchase that piece? He was like, yeah, for you, I'll even give you a discount from 200 euros to 150 euros. I was like, thank you very much. And yeah. But no one's guessed what it is, so.
What do you think Frank's gonna do here?
I would love
yes.
Frank to squeeze. There, he's such a gangster.
Now, Rena's gonna have to fold. He can't continue. Zhao is sitting. Good decision, I think. Good decision by him.
It's wrong. Don't do it.
Well, he's got the
Might just
stack.
go.
He's got the stack.
He does. He's getting a pretty price. Could be tempted.
Also, with the
to call
card
1.8.
removal, he knows that his outs, including the straight run outs, are not blocked by the early raisers, right? Because we had 2 people early on joining, so it's quite likely that the high cards are out. And, well, he hits his beautiful flop.
Man. This is disgusting. Kyle is just an absolute champion if he can get a ladder here. Heart on the turn. Needs to fade a heart or a king.
Oh, that's a heart.
Wow.
No, but that's a heart. Eight of hearts.
It is the 8 of hearts.
That's crazy. Okay. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. What is going on? Kyle has laddered from 17k all the way up to 45,877. What an absolute boss. Come on, Kyle. Put it in. Ace 10, 9 deuce. Come on. There we go. Original Muffin saying, Henry, stop talking people out of gambling. I apologize. I do apologize. That felt like a bit of a tight fold from Dante. Double suited jacks.
Well, he is in early-ish position and probably doesn't want to get involved. Zhao's get a call. He does.
Original Muffin with the Game of Thrones reference. So, Henry Snow, you know nothing. I can't do it. I can't do it in that sexy, sultry voice of the red-headed girl. I can't remember her name. Are you much of a TV series fan?
To be honest, not really. Not really.
No.
I'm a type of guy who, you give me one episode and I'm just going to watch the whole thing, all of the seasons in one go, like a week lost, which means that I try to avoid it. I try to not to watch.
This episode, and you're like, nah, this is shit.
Yeah, sorry, Henry, we lost you there for a second.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was just, talking nonsense as per usual. Probably best. You guys didn't hear me.
Muffin saying Runchuks reads books and thinks they are better. Very often they are.
Wow, so we're just down to 5.
We're down
just
to 5
like
really quick.
Yeah, I can't say I blame him for the squeeze pre-flop. It kind of has to go with his hand once check too. With the SPR being around 1. She's saying also with books, you don't have to worry about the ending because it's never going to be finished. Wow. Am I breaking
wonder
up
why,
from you guys?
why is Kyle taking so much? Does he know that the levels up don't go by time? And I mean, who is he trying to time out? I sort of don't get it.
I don't get it.
Hurry up, says Laurintus, and I completely agree.
Yeah, I think he's trying to tilt me. But he's got over 3 million in total live earnings. Yeah, over 3 million in total live earnings. So clearly not a recreational, maybe just unaware of.
Oh, he does open. Seems really interesting as a line. Tank forever. And go all in. Luckily for him, nobody can play back. Cheesy's
Cheesy
saying
saying
he's
he's
running a sim. Yeah.
Oh man, could be the case.
Could be the case. I mean, 4 big blind sim doesn't take all that much. Well, Enrico should have run a sim because I don't think that a 9 high should be calling there.
Wow, just flops the open ender. Needs an ace or a 6. Oh no, ace no good now.
Yeah, just a 6, and that is a 7.
Ooh. I saw the 3 dots.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good call by him. Even though it's only 4 big blinds, but those 4 big blinds might come in handy at some point later. As the pay jumps are... So currently they're fighting for 45,000. And the next one is 63. Quite sizable.
Yeah, everyone locked up a decent chunk of change so far. This EP nut suit Broadway and will draw with a pair. We have 7 bigs. It's a close, but not close enough. No one's messaged me yet. No one wants to claim their tickets. What are you guys doing?
So, but what about that piece of art? We need some clues.
Do you want to see it? Oh, you want some clues?
I don't know. Nobody's guessed it, right?
The only clues I could think of would give it away straight away.
Is it something from the Rounders?
No.
Is there a person on it?
No.
No. All right. Well, Laurintus is gonna have to go all in here. I don't see any other play. Yes, he goes for it. Well, theoretically, Thai could just fold, really. He is the... Yeah, he does. I like it. I think too many people are calling there unnecessarily with a hand like that.
On Twitch. All right. Has anyone whispered to you?
That's what I'm checking right now.
All right, we got an all-in call situation. Kyle, the ladder king. Well, needs a club jack or the case ace. Well,
Gets it. Wow.
there you go. There you go. All of a sudden, Kyle no longer the shortest stack at this table.
That must be a pretty good feeling. You know, at some point you are fair to assume that, hey, I'm out. And then you're happy to see those 2 pay jumps. And then guess what? Next thing you know, you're number 4 in the chip stacks.
Oh, man. Balls in said tickets. What are we guessing? Oh, I purchased a piece of art from a guy that I met at the PLO cash game tables during the WSOP circuit last year. And he added me on Facebook. He always uploads his pieces to Facebook. And I messaged him and I said, yo, dude, can I buy this piece? It's like 150 euros. It's like, yeah, sure. So if you can guess correctly what it is, you'll receive a $50 satellite ticket. Give yourself a chance to win yourself a 5K main event ticket, currently overlaid by about 10 million, by the way. And my stream is lagging.
So... Interesting bet size choice by Dante. Everybody else is going for somewhat of a min open or close to it. And he went around, well, how much was it? 370, like 2.5, even slightly more.
Roxata Tag said, how do I find you, Henry Kilbane? All right, I'll make it easier for you guys. You can find me on social media because some of you are struggling to figure out. I don't want to call anyone out on stream. But some of you are struggling to whisper me on Twitch. So you could just message me on Instagram, GTO_commentator, which is also in the chat, by the way. But we don't judge on this stream. We don't judge people's technological skills, unless it's obviously mine or Runchuks, because we're pretty terrible when it comes to technology.
That's true. That's
Leodor said a picture of Vegas.
True.
It's not a picture of Vegas, my man. Don't think anyone actually likes Vegas. The only reason we go to Vegas is for cards.
It's actually quite controversial, what you say. I don't think anybody actually likes Vegas.
No one likes Vegas, man. First time you go to Vegas, yeah, sure. There's a lot of adrenaline.
What is Kyle doing here? He's getting on the high horse.
Yeah, Kyle's about to get put in the bin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like that open at all.
There we go. Has anyone whispered you yet?
Nope. So far not. And guys, by the way, if you want, you can whisper to me on Twitch, and I'm gonna relay the information to GG Poker and Henry. Whisper about what? Says my birth name. Well, you, my man, can whisper about whatever you like. But those of you who won the ticket, we need your email. The one that you're using for your GG Poker account.
It's that easy.
It is that easy. Well, Henry, how about we play one load and things?
Let's do it.
Spice things up. Let's remind people we got a bunch of tickets to give away today. The $50 satellite tickets for the main event, the $5,000 main event. Oh, look at Enrico. Oh no, wait. Who's doing that?
What did he just threw something?
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I like this feature. It's quite nice. It looks like my birth name is ready for the game for tickets. So let's get it going. Do you have a question in mind? Still thinking about it.
Yeah, probably should have come up with some before the stream. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. All right, I've got one. Well, I want to see how good of a judge of character you are, Runchuks.
Okay.
All right. So my Loddon Thinks question to Runchuks is, how many alcoholic beverages does Runchuks think I have drunk in my life? All right. So I'm turning 26 in a couple of months. Does Runchuks think I partied hard as a kid, or have I always just been extremely mature and good looking?
One of those is not true. Okay. How many alcoholic beverages? Are we talking what? Like, what's the measure here? Glasses?
So
bottles?
we're talking a shot, can of drink, a hard drink, glass of wine, a pint of beer, just anything alcoholic in one unit. Mm-hmm. So whether that's an entire bottle of beer or
Okay. Well, let me message you the answer before.
All right.
I see. And by the way, guys, you can start typing in the chat because I don't see the chat at the moment while I'm trying to message Henry with what I believe the answer is.
Let's just get sticky notes out for all of these email addresses. Man, I'm so tilted. I can't fly tonight. God. All right, Skogan, thank you very much, good sir. Seiska, thank you very much. Don't forget, chat, if you do win a ticket, you have to whisper me your answer. All right, Runchuks has sent me his answer. I'm quite... Oh, man. But saying all I caught was number of drinks. So my question to Runchuks was, how many alcoholic beverages does he think I have drunk in my life? All right, so there's no right or wrong answer. Obviously, there's no way for us to, or way for me to know how many I've drunk. But I've turned 26 in a couple of months' time. So what do you think Runchuks thinks about me? You think I'm a raging alcoholic?
Speaking of a raging alcoholic, it's quite fitting that today's episode, the podcast episode that we published today, is with Lee Davey, who is actually the guy who founded the 1,000 Days Sober organization and is helping people overcome the addiction. And he's a super fascinating guy. He is the only guy who interviewed Tom Dwan on television, like a proper long form interview. And he interviewed a lot of other guys, Andrew Roble, True Teller, a lot of legends, Jason Kuhn. So we talk a bit about that, about his poker. Wait, what? What happened, Enrico? The hell?
What the fuck is going on today's stream?
Jesus.
This is a 1500. Oh, now he's faking the disconnect.
Oh, man.
Now he's faking the disconnect, so he doesn't have to be, bro. He's like, yeah, I typed out, I disconnected. I definitely didn't fold aces pre-flop.
This is so weird. The guy didn't tank any of the other hands, and all of a sudden, he is fourth in chips at the moment, but only with 7.2 big blinds. Yeah. This is weird. Well, Kyle is going to be out, and Enrico's strategy might have given him a pay jump. I mean, obviously, we don't know if he would have lost with his aces. I mean, he was aces up against ace, king, king. Very good shape. Kyle does like to think about his decisions. We've seen that before.
It depends if he. So originally I've said, I mean, he's in Turkey, so I believe he disconnected. If he suddenly reconnects when he's in the big blind, he didn't disconnect. All right, that's what I'm sweating. All right, here we go. We'll give away a ticket. One in the chat if you think Enrico's going to reconnect in the big blind. 2 in the chat if you think he's going to still be sitting out by the time he gets to the small blind. We'll give away a ticket. I'm definitely going with 1. Wow, what a turn card. GG's. It's a 7. What do you think, Runchuks? Is he going to reconnect? Wow,
He didn't. He didn't. But it's kind of weird because he skipped the big blind. He didn't post the big blind, right? What happened?
Yeah,
here?
but button busted.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
So it's.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. All right. All right. And yeah, Roxat, I got you. Your whisper. All good, man.
Nice. So everyone's now guaranteed 63,218. It may be a fortunate disconnect for Enrico then.
Well, you never know, of course, because he was sitting with aces up against ace king king.
Ace king king queen double suited.
Oh yeah. Still pretty good shape with aces there. But he did get the page jump, and that's clear. Hey, Papi. Yeah, no delay. Good to see you in the chat. No delay for the commentary. Of course, we have a delay on the stream. Hence, we can see all of the cards of all of the players. Well, Zhao is just going to fold, clearly. This final table is going pretty fast, I have to say. Remember last time we did this? It took quite a while.
This is so unfortunate for Enrico. I mean, what time to time out. By the way, guys, we'll give you another 2 minutes on that first Lord Thinks giveaway. The question was, how many drinks does Runchuks think I have consumed? How many alcoholic beverages does he think I've consumed lifetime? Turning 26 in 2 months. Oh man, my flatmate just looked at me. He's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, Henry? he knows. If anyone wants to ask him or message him, he's held my hair over the toilet bowl before. Many occasions. Actually, I shouldn't interfere with the answer. That might affect people's answers. Nice to see Throng including this in his check back range. I feel like a lot of people see bet too much there. Projects, have you got a question for me afterwards?
For the lot of things. Well, actually, haven't thought about it, but yeah, I'll come up with something.
Start getting ready.
All right.
Because so DJME23 coming in with, man, a lot of things, Runchuks, right? People are normally way off, but every ticket that we've given away so far, people have been spot on. Enrico suddenly returned with the King 9 deuce.
Interesting.
Very interesting. And he's going to double up and also ladder up 87,000. But yeah, DJamie23, send one of us a DM. Runchuks answered. Oh, Runchuks' answer was exactly 3.
Exactly,
Yeah.
3 drinks, exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty close, right?
I mean, it's closer than most of the answers in the chat, for sure. Like some original muffins saying 6,900, Flair saying 5,000. It's like I'm well behaved. I don't drink.
Now, this situation 4-handed is going to get interesting. We have Thigh. Do you think it's pronounced Thigh? I'm not sure. Let's assume it is. And Dante both sitting very deep compared to the rest. And Rico, who just magically reconnected, the smallest stack, but there's not much between them with Zhao. Well, now the difference is a bit more sizable. 25 big blinds for Zhao.
I mean, Zhao, the most experienced player, would you say, at this table from what we know?
From what we know, yeah, I would assume so. Even before it went to the final 4, I would say, well, Sean was probably the most experienced from the lineup, but then my vote would be for Zhao. And we lost Henry for
We're doing tonight very well.
Yeah, we lost to Henry for a second there with the internet problem.
Oh, man. But listen, I don't know if it's my internet problem. I'm in Eastern Europe right now. Fairly sure they invented the internet.
Right. Pretty sure they invented it and sold it for like 20 euro to the Americans, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, man. But I was just saying, what happened, guys? Said, hello, guys. How are you all doing tonight? Extremely well. Extremely well. You done some saying, who is this lad? I don't know. But he is extremely good looking. Runchuks, come on. Give me a...
Oh, the question. All right. Well, I think I want to go for something that has a chance to go away more than one ticket.
Okay.
So the question is going to be, what do you think? How many times have I watched Rounders, the movie, in my life? And the Eastern European internet gave up again. So we don't know Henry's reaction at all. Henry froze. So I don't know if you guys should start typing. Don't type just yet. Let's wait for me to confirm that I received an answer from Henry. Who probably still is not convinced that it's his Eastern European internet that's having... Oh, his PC died, apparently. Okay. Oh, man, this is funny. Oh, yeah. Properly died. PC died and needs to restart. Oh, well. Anyway, while we're waiting for Henry to reconnect, let me just remove that for a second for you. And let's focus on what's going on, because obviously with 4 people left in the field and Enrico being the short stack, Zhao still there, still kicking. But there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff going on. Of course, the pay jump is significant. From 4th to 3rd, it's 23,000. So it's currently 87,000 for the 4th place and 120,000 for the 3rd place. A lot to play for. Well, all right. Enrico's almost at 20 big blinds now. Got aces. Thigh is very likely to call against an open if we see an open. Just a limp. I'm actually not a big fan of that. I think he's better off raising pre-flop. Especially considering that thigh is a deeper stack. He's unlikely to start folding his big blinds against the small blind opens, so I think it's a tiny bit of a missed opportunity. So the blind level went up. Enrico is now on 16 big blinds, and he's got kings when Dante has aces, although once again Dante goes for a larger size open pre-flop. That doesn't stop Enrico from, well, basically going all in. Wow, picked up some outs on the turn. Oh, man. Oh, man. Enrico had 2% on the flop. It's one of those situations where you're basically packing your bags and calling it a day. And it went from 2% to 100%. Pretty sick run out, pretty sick turn of events, I have to say. Obviously, they were all in pre-flop, so, you know, it's not like he only had 2% chance to win, but the things didn't look too good on that flop. It's definitely exciting run out. Original Muffin saying 400 versus chip leader seems fine to go for a limp 3-bet. Yeah, that's assuming that Thigh is actually gonna try to steal it pre-flop, which he really shouldn't. He can just use his position, so he's gonna play very reasonable range when it comes to raising against a small blind limp. But he's calling with a pretty wide range when you open, so I think you're better off opening. Interesting that Dante called on a small blind. I don't know. That seems a bit optimistic here. So Henry is rejoining the stream. Henry, can you hear me?
I can indeed, man. Holy shit. What a sweat that was.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hear you well.
Okay,
loud
good.
and clear. So the question was, and we got a lot of answers already from people. I want to remind that the question for the giveaway of the $50 ticket to the satellite of the main event was, how many times does Henry Kilbane think that I watched Rounders in my life? Rounders, the movie with Matt Damon, in case somebody needs clarification.
All right. I'm trying to go by, I mean, Okay, I shouldn't be giving anything away.
Nope.
Okay, I am gonna go with.
Yeah, well, you need to write it. Okay, you wrote it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we have the answer fixed. Now, obviously, some of you already posted your answers, and I think they're fine. They count because clearly Henry was too busy restarting his computer. He wasn't reading the chat. So that's all good.
Yeah, I have. I have no idea. My Pete. Did you see the picture that I sent you?
Yeah.
The blue screen of death.
Yeah. It's because the Americans got pissed when you said that Eastern Europeans invented the internet. They're basically like, Henry,
shit.
here you go. Pull the plug on Henry right now. So whoever is listening in from the authorities, they just pulled the plug on you, mate.
Have I disconnected again?
No, you're still here.
Okay.
Still here.
Right.
You're probably on a filter, so there's a man somewhere in Langley sitting and deciding what goes and what doesn't. Now I think you know.
Well, to the guy in Langley. To the guy in Langley, you suck. No, you don't. No, you don't. Leave me alone.
Yeah, well,
leave me alone for the next 40 minutes. All right. Oh, Dante just rivering top boat.
Oh, look at that. What a unfortunate timing to go for a bluff. Not even sure it's necessary to go for a bluff there with ace-queen. Ace-queen's winning the showdown often enough.
Way too big.
I think, yeah, we lost your sound for a second, Henry, but you're back right now.
That's too big. Not a huge fan. So I mean, I know we should polarize with our nut boats, but I think we want to keep the 4 deuces and the 7-4s and the 7-8s in as well. Click it to like 1.9. Seems fine. Do you want to see the piece of art that I bought, Runchuks?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do we think?
Well, it's €150 well spent. Some might say.
There we go. I'm a big fan of it, man. He's a cool
looks
guy.
pretty good. Looks pretty good.
He can't play PLO to save his life, and he knows that. I've told him that. But he's a great artist. I've said to him, if he ever wants to play PLO again, I'm more than happy to. He's a really nice guy. He's such a how do I put it? Yeah, he's just a nice guy. Original Buffer man, I have some art piece for €150 myself. You want to buy, Henry? Yeah, man. Send it. It's not framed at the moment. I know it doesn't look, maybe not great. It's in the frame. It's still got the cling film around it. My birthday was here. Nice guys donating money. Yeah.
A lot of art critics.
Well,
let's not forget it's Henry's first art piece that he bought.
Yeah.
Let's see what number 100 on the list. How's that gonna look? I wonder which direction you're gonna veer to. If we're years from now, we're talking about Henry the collector or Henry the art fish.
Leon 2.0. Leon loves his artwork. Someone starts Henry bum hunting. What's new? Oh man! All right, I've got a question for people in the chat. Okay, so I'm curious to see what people would do, because there's been some disputes online on Twitter recently. So, hypothetical situation. All right, you're at a casino, you playing Hold'em, PLO, whatever cash game it is that you play. and there's a massive whale at the table, like the biggest whale you've ever seen, and he's got your entire bankroll at the table, right? So he's got you covered by like 100x or whatever. And a seat to his left opens up. Would you stand up from your seat? So you haven't got position on him at the moment, right? So you're seat 5, he's seat 9. Seat 1 opens up. Would you stand up and move your chips to seat 1 the moment that seat is available? Someone will start saying, "Snap, take the seat." Oh man, that's brilliant.
How long do people actually still have on that rounders bet?
Oh, it's up to you, man.
Well, I'll give you guys another 2-3 minutes. For those of you who haven't posted your answers yet, I want to remind the question is, how many times does... So, what does Henry think? How many times have I watched Rounders the movie in my life? You got another 2 minutes to send in your answers.
My birthday saying I'm not on the table or what? No, you're at the table, mate. You're at the table. So you're seat 5,
so you're
he's seat 9.
Switching seats. Because originally, Henry, you said, so you're switching from seat number 9 to seat number 6, I assume, right? Because the recreational player is sitting on seat number 5.
Yeah, I said it the other way around. I said the recreational sitting on seat 9 and seat 1 opens, but yeah.
Okay. Well, same.
Jordan said yes, but would 100% say this seat is unlucky and I need a change. Oh man, you guys know the GTO strats to get position on them. I normally, like, if the seat opens next to me to my right, I'm like, come sit next to me, mate. Buy you a drink. Call the waitress over. Excuse me. Can we get some shots and a couple of gin and tonics over here, please? I'm thirsty.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet strategy, yeah.
Yeah, because if you like stand up and move seats, that's a bit fucking, I don't know, man. That's a bit suspect. You got to get a few looks from the other regs at the table.
Yep.
All right. I've seen a couple of people get the answer right.
Yeah. All right. I guess we can announce. The answer was Henry thinks I've watched Rounders 5 times in my life. We've got a couple people saying the exact correct answer, 5. So you guys send us a DM, either to me or to Henry, the GTO commentator on Twitch. What we need to know is the email for your GG Poker account.
I knew someone was going to ask this. My birthday saying, what is the real answer?
Right.
How many times have you watched the movie Rounders, Runchuks?
I can only guess, obviously, because there's no way of knowing exactly. But I don't think 5 is too far off. I think more than 5. Pretty sure more than 5. But it might be like maybe 6-7 times. Something like that. Okay.
All right.
But 5 is pretty close. It might actually be 5, but I kind of feel that it was more than 5. Maybe 7.
All right. You didn't let me down. Okay. I was kind of worried. Oh, I'd like to see Enrico play his check. He does. 1.7 in the middle. Someone on Star said I watched it 5 times in 1 year. Yeah, same here, mate. Don't worry. That's like my first date movie. It's like, right, how do I scare this girl off? How do I get her to leave? It's like, oh, do you want to watch a movie? Yeah, sure. Let's. You know what? Yeah, let's watch this movie. It's called Rounders. Give you a bit of insight as to what I do. Hour into the movie, Matt Damon's driving a fucking truck. He's broke. His girlfriend's left him, and the girl is just like, "Oh, I've ordered a taxi. I've got to go." It just works every time. Every time, boys and girls.
We have a 6-minute break. All right. That's a pretty cool strategy there, Henry. What about the movie?
GTO, mate.
What about the movie Molly's Game? Is that a date type of movie or not really?
I think. Well, it depends what you try to achieve, Runchuks. Are you trying to scare people? Are you trying to get them to leave your apartment?
You know what I feel about those two movies? Like if we compare Rounders and Molly's Game, I think Rounders is a slightly exaggerated version of a thing or two, and Molly's Game is somewhat watered down version of the real thing.
Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah, I think there's a lot more excitement to the recreational viewer or film fanatic that doesn't know about poker in Molly's Game, right? There's more of a story. You get to know, you get to know the character around us as well, but you know, she has relationships. You know, she's got her dad, she's got a family, her backstory.
And the movies,
so I think
like quite accurate in so many regards, and yet it's pretty clean, right? As in almost a family movie. Okay, there's some violence, a tiny bit of that, but apart from that, it's pretty clean. You don't see the shit that you really actually see in those games happening all of the time, right? So in that sense, it's much more family friendly than the real thing.
Yeah, and for those of you that want to hear some real life Molly Game experiences, you can check out the podcast that we did on Runchuks channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I shouldn't be alive right now, chat. I'm looking at you.
That's true.
I'm looking at you. Runchuks thinks that I got 9 lives. I run too well. All right. Peekaboo say, what do I have to do if I got the right answer?
Yeah, just DM us, send a whisper on Twitch, either to GTO commentator, which is Henry, right there, or to me.
Let's get a link in the chat to that podcast episode.
And the one with Thallo, I don't know if you watched it, Henry. Did you watch that episode, the one I did with Thallo? It actually talks quite a lot about the real type of Molly Game as well. Oh, and what a legend. OMFG just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Wow,
I love it, man. Amazing. Thank you.
What a legend. Appreciate the love, dude. Someone else said the one with Thallo is so good. Yeah, Thallo's the character, man. We talk, we bet a little bit on the side every now and then. But Thallo's just got so many stories. And at the moment, he seems to just be betting against everyone. Like if there's anything to do, any sports tweet, Tuckman, Nick Schulman, just anyone in the poker world saying, literally people could tweet, I'm watching the US Open finals between Federer and Nadal or whatever. And you just guarantee that there's a tweet response underneath it from Thallo saying, who do you want happy to bet up to any amount? I'm just like, Thallo, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, big free betting. Thallo is great for the game. He is great for the game.
Yeah.
Right, 4-handed, man. Everyone's guaranteed 87 dimes.
We have
87 dimes.
We still have some tickets to give away, actually, guys. So I guess, it's on us, Henry. We need to come up with the game to play. The previous one, we have 2 winners, right? 2 people answered 5. I don't know if they both reached out to us, but hopefully.
So far, I've got 4 email addresses, mate.
All right.
Have you got? Have you?
I got one. I got one. Yeah.
So okay, so we got 5 tickets left.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully, I got one that you don't have. We should actually coordinate that, but we still have time. I mean, for sure, at least 5 tickets we have. Anyway, so another London things, and let's try to do one where the numbers or whatever it is going to be pretty small. So that,
Oh, you want it to be small?
Yeah, I think because then it's a bigger chance that more than one person gets the ticket, right? All the more fun.
All right. All right, I got a fun question. How many months does Runchuks think I had to work in a store for to rebuild my bankroll after going broke? All right, so Runchuks.
Which of the times you went broke?
Hey, listen, man. Stop calling me out on stream, all right? No, that's too tough. That's too tough. We'll come with another one. I wanted to needle myself. Oh, man. Wanted to needle myself. One
Slip is saying that there's a 25.50 on Poker Stars, right? And jump in, says to me. So see you guys. Imagine that. Just leave the stream. Let's play some poker. I already had some 5K action today, so I'm good. I'm content to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, I was going to grind today, and then I ended up napping.
Very often the better choice, I have to say.
Yeah, it's just been a busy week.
So
I had a really lazy day.
So Henry, what do you say? Do we play that that question?
No. No, but I'm loving some of the responses. My birthday was said 2 years.
Still working there.
Still working there.
Oh man, yeah.
All right, I got one. Okay, so to make it fair for everyone, and to give you a bit of an idea. Actually, no. This is the whole point of London's things. How many flights does Runchuks think I took during the year 2019?
Oh, 2019. Interesting.
Yeah. 2019.
Does it? Well, okay, yeah. No clarification, right? Because my question would be like, do connecting flights count as separate flights, or is it just one flight? So you're flying
Private
from
jets,
London to
connecting flights. Every plane that I got on that took off and landed successfthey Well, I guess I
which
wouldn't
is probably 100% of.
I think. I wouldn't be here. Yeah, I wouldn't be here if they had landed successfully. But every flight that I took.
Interesting. All right, you have an obsession with planes, mate. Last week we had a question from you about how many planes in the air at the moment. Now, how many planes you took? There's something there. There's something there.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, let me see. I'm good. I'm working on a number.
Okay.
I'm gonna put in a number that is similar to what I took, and we sort of see who took more flights. No, wait. I'm actually not sure. 2019. I didn't take too many flights. We should have played for 2018. But anyway, I sent you the number.
Okay, cool. I think, actually, no, again, that's going to affect the answer. Shit, right. Oh, man.
Now we're going to have to wait and see. We give it, what, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you've already sent me your answer.
Yeah.
And it's what you think the answer is, not what I actually took.
I know.
Just like, you're drawing dead. You're drawing dead. Like I've
my answer is way
for
off.
3 years. No, you're just drawing dead in like who took the most flights against me.
Oh, okay.
I assume.
Well,
unless you took like 90 flights in a year.
Oh, you're trying to influence people here. Jao's aces.
Well, no, because it doesn't matter what they put, what I took, right? Because it's what you think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Many aces. Look, aces every hand. What's going on? Unfortunately, not going to get action this time as well. Bless you. I assume.
Thank you. Managed
'cause
to mute.
You managed to mute. That was pretty classy move.
It's well played.
Oh,
well
look
played.
at this.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be. Oh boy, is right. Oh boy,
Yeah.
is right. Oh no. Well, Dante just decides to lead. I don't really love this play. I think it's overplaying the hand a bit. But yeah, 2 outs, mate.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. So.
And then there were 3.
That timeout. There's still 4. There's still 4.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That timeout was from Enrico was well timed when he disconnected.
Oh yeah. Even though once again he timed out with aces, but anything could have happened, and those pay gems for sure are a great thing for him. Interesting that Dante just decides to fold. Okay, rainbow, but ace 10 7-6. If I am not mistaken, I think worth a limp at least.
Yeah, blind versus blind.
All right.
I feel like this entire final table, we've only gone up 2 levels so far. That's insane. 2 blind levels. We started off at 60, 120. We're now at 80, 160. We had 70,
right.
140.
That is right.
Yeah.
So look at that. Thigh made an ambitious call on the flop. Obviously makes a lot of sense. Backdoor flush draw, a gutter, middle pair. And he picked up some equity on the turn. 8 high flush draw, though, could have folded. And this is going to be interesting. If Enrico gives up, Thigh is actually winning with a hand that he can't he can't expect to be winning. I wouldn't even be surprised if Enrico checks and Thigh goes for a bluff with the best hand. He checks and he wins. That probably makes him happy.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. I don't think we should be turning this hand into a bluff, personally.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if somebody thought otherwise.
Especially when
because he had the king high or king blocker, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how relevant having a king blocker on that run out is. Like, yeah, sure, we block king really, 10, but yeah. Chat, there's only 5 guesses in there. You guys clearly don't want to win $3.9 million.
Wow, when you say it like that. Look at Zhao is actually 3-betting with 8s. 8-8-6-6 single suited against the chip leader, no less. Quite a ballsy move.
Fearless. The man is fearless.
The man picked the right spot as well, and look at Thigh calling.
Wow.
And you know what? Now he's bound to just, well, he has to go with it. He's going to have to go all in, and Zhao is actually going to be probably folding what is now the best hand. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Pretty sick. It's one of the reasons why you shouldn't 3-bet 8-8-6-6 single suited against the chip leader when the pay gems are pretty sizable on the final table.
Yeah, I mean, 33k jump between 4th and 3rd. Blinds going up as well. Oh, what a spot for Thigh. 24 big blind stack, 21 big blind stack, 11 big blind stack, and we just, we're just chilling.
Oh, Dante decided to fold ace 10-10 single suited. That's interesting. Piku is asking, what was the question? The question was, how many flights... So what do I think? How many flights did Henry take last year in the whole year?
Imagine my internet being so shit after bragging about it.
Yeah, that's what happens with the silent braggers. Well, Enrico's gonna have to open this one. I don't see him folding pre-flop. That would be weird. Thigh can, with the big stack, he can call. Wow, interesting. That's something I didn't expect. I think
he has all the options available.
He has all the options, of course. He has all the options. He is 3 times, his stack is 3 times larger than the second stack, so he can go for any option at any time. I don't love this by Zhao. I think it's too ambitious. Ace Queen 6-5.
Oh, wow.
It's goodbye, says Enrico. Well, that's quite a...
Holy shit, dude. What?
Oh, man. That was quite nasty. But,
wow. He's called it.
Yeah.
Pair of sevens, good, man.
Pair of sevens.
Everyone laddering $33,000.
Yeah, but Zhao, I don't know. I mean, 2 hands in a row. He went for the ambitious route. He went for the high variance play. 8-8-6-6 and then ace queen, single suited. Probably unnecessary variance plays. And Enrico, yeah, he is in a bit of a pickle. Similar stack size. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, Thai's going to call. No. Interesting. I would have called if I was him. I mean, our hand plays very, very simple poker post flop, so I wouldn't fold this one. All right, I think we check the answers, check the winner. So my answer was. Let me just see if somebody posted anything. Nope. So my answer was 22 flights. 22 flights, Henry Kilbane, last year. We have 2 people who said 24, and that's the closest. So IO and Piku. You both guys get a ticket.
Sir. Boom. Boom. Dante, what are you doing? What, is there 2.8 million in the middle? Okay, let's check.
Yeah,
it's like
Enrico's little
showdown.
Timeout. Really looking good. I was asking if I have his details from last week. I do, mate. Actually, send them to Henry. That would be better, because Henry has most of the messages, so it's easier to keep track how many tickets we got left. So that'll be better. We still have a few. We should actually hurry up, because now it's 3-handed. Who knows how long we still got.
The style of play on this final table has been significantly different to last week's FT.
Absolutely. And also, of course, the situation is very different. Last week, we've seen a dominating large stack, making a lot of plays. And this table, a lot of jostling for position, a lot of moving up in the ranks from the shorter stacks. My birth name. No, I didn't do the session review just yet. It's definitely on the cards for one of the next times I'm streaming. All right, Thai's going with the kings, and Enrico just folds. He's been playing pretty passive and not taking many high variance plays so far pre-flop.
Yeah, I think with 10 big blinds more than Dante, it kind of doesn't have that much wiggle room with equities running so close in PLO. 45k ladder.
All right, Henry, since you have obsession with planes, I'm going to ask you a question on the topic. I got a couple questions in mind, but what do you think is the longest flight that I took without staying in the hotel? Basically, on the road, flight from destination one to another one, including the connecting flights.
Oh, okay. Including connecting flights.
Including connecting. So basically, without leaving airports, without going to the hotels, just basically flight plus waiting for the next plane, then taking another flight, all combined. So what was the longest on the road for me in hours? Yeah, I mean, let's be realistic, not in weeks, it's in hours. Not miles, no, in hours. Good question. Yeah. So anyway,
there's some nasty flights out there.
Oh yeah,
there's some nasty flights.
Remember, you need to send it to me. Well, yeah, you can ask me questions, sure.
Okay. Have you been to Bora Bora before?
No.
Have you been to Australia before?
Yeah.
Have you been to New Zealand before?
Yeah.
Oof. Have you been to Hawaii before?
No.
All right. Oh, that's nasty. There's some nasty answers. There's some nasty flights out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, so we'll give you guys 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. So start sending your answers basically right now.
Pika Bro saying, do I need to have to send my email again? You don't, pal. Jordan said 72 hours. Fuck that. All right, out of curiosity, Runchuks, are you the type of person that will, I mean, maybe your situation has changed, but when you were younger, would you pay the extra money for like a direct flight or the shorter flight? Or would you take like a 17-hour flight from London to Vienna by stopping off in like Canada and then fly?
Well, I think the key here, or should I give any hints? Actually, I don't know. People still guessing. Let's see.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't influence what you thought, right? So, yeah. I think the biggest trick for me when I'm traveling is that I'm based in Malta, and sure, it's a nice airport. It doesn't fly very long connecting flights. Right? So very long direct flights. Like if you're flying to Asia, if you're flying to...
double up, by the way. Double up. Okay. So you don't have many layovers. Well, we don't know how long you've...
No, I have a lot of layovers. That's the problem. I always have to take more than one flight if I'm flying to the States, or if I'm flying to Asia, or if I'm flying to Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah. Okay. 30-hour flight it is. So Malta, London, Singapore, Australia. Probably makes it. Well, yeah, I guess you could stop in Abu Dhabi. Where else is a good stopover for Australia? Yes, there's a lot. But yeah, it's not the most pleasant flight in the world. Enrico keeps going for these like large sizings. Like he did that on the turn with the nut flush. Well, it went check, check, flock and check, check, turn. I really like to see him just adjust and not go as big once it's checked all the way down to the river.
Well, this might get interesting. Quite curious to see. Enrico, an option to go for a limp raise is still on the table. I slightly prefer the limp call as he goes for. And, well, I don't think Ty's going to put in a lot of money there. Should be checking back on the flop. And obviously, depending on how the turn comes, we could see some fireworks. But, well, beautiful card for Enrico. Ty should be just checking behind if Enrico is going to check. And in fact, he should check most of the time. Leading there doesn't make much sense in his shoes.
Yeah.
And he does go for a half pot size bet. I really don't like it. And he gets what he deserves. Nothing.
Yeah, he's done that 3 times in a row now.
Yeah.
In spots where he just doesn't need to be putting any money in.
Well, these aces are unlikely to get any action. Dante is, well, he's calling, all right. Flops to pair for his efforts.
Oh, if Enrico pots here, he's in trouble. I've kind of got a feeling, based on what we've seen, 3-handed, that he might bet pot. He goes big. Does go big.
Gets the news quickly. Money goes in. Oh, well.
Just slap puts it in. He's just like, no gamble, no future. Let's win a bracelet. He's a 9, a 7.
Oh.
Wow.
Gets the 9. Oh, well.
Wow. Must be nice.
Oh, well. Well, Ty's going to open this one. And Dante is bound to just go all in.
Hits it with the I'm so good.
Yeah.
What a boss.
Enrico is the boss of the chat. He's been using the cam. He's been saying bye-bye. And oh, look at this. Wow.
That's not a board pair.
That
is not a board pair.
Oh, well. That's it. Heads up. All right, let's announce the winner. We actually have somebody who guessed it exactly right. Guessed the answer that you had in mind. And that someone is someone on Stars who, in fact, said, I don't know the question, but the answer is 30. So, well done, sir. It's one way to play the game. And congratulations. Because indeed, Henry's answer was 30. 30 hours, yeah.
Go on. Out of curiosity, what's your longest flight?
Yeah, it was very close to 30 hours. It was very close. It wasn't supposed to be, but one flight got delayed, and then so it was delayed by 8 hours. Because of that, the other 2 flights were delayed as well. And instead of traveling for what was supposed to be like 16 hours, it ended up being close to 30.
Wow. And where was that? To Australia, New Zealand?
No, that was actually from Vegas to Malta. I had a stopover in Chicago or something, and that went horribly wrong because there was a storm, and then the first flight was horribly delayed, and they didn't know when the next flight's going to be, so I had to stay put, and I had to wait, like, maybe I'm flying in 3 hours, maybe I'm flying in 8 hours, and that was quite annoying.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think?
I've always ran really well. The only flight that was ever like seriously fucked up for me was from London to Almeria, where the engine set on fire mid-flight. And
So guys, if you haven't watched the podcast episode with Henry Kilbane, I'll encourage you right now because this guy's living on live number 7 or something. So let's enjoy Henry while we can.
Engine sets up fire mid-flight, right? And I'm really young, by the way, right? I'm like,
you still are, by the way, but go ahead.
I think I must have been like 7, 8. So at this point, at this stage of my life, I don't really understand the concept of life and death. Okay.
Yeah, but you understand the concept of fire and engine.
I do, but I was a bit of a pyromaniac.
Okay.
When I was a kid. All right. And so my grandfather is obviously pretty fucking worried. All right. Like the engine's on fire, whatever. But we landed in Barcelona. Like emergency landing, and to be honest with you, the stewardesses and the pilot were very relaxed for some reason. Don't ask me why, but as if like they had trained for this, and that an engine on fire isn't the worst thing in the world. Got a hand going on here, by the way.
Oh yeah, I was watching the whole time. It is quite a move from Enrico, and I like it. I mean, quite a wrap on a board where thigh is not going to be hitting very hard after, we have to remember that Enrico limped on the button. Thigh put in a raise with his aces. C-bet the flop, and now he's facing this raise. Quite a decision. I mean, folding is pretty tough in this situation.
Turns 2 pair.
Oh, yeah. Is that it?
Wow.
Could be it. A lot of outs. Enrico's got so many outs. He picked up a 7 as an out as well.
And he's 7, 6, 5, 3, 8.
3, a 5, a 6, a 7. Wow. I don't see him folding here. Too many outs. Although
I don't know,
he's sitting with 5 million here, still a stack to play.
25 bigs. I'm probably folding with the 5. We got 1 club in our hand. I don't think it's that relevant. Yeah, I think with the club rolling off of the turn and our opponent leading pot into us, going to have to assume, obviously in this case, we can see that thigh doesn't actually have a flush draw. But we can assume that a few of our outs are dead.
Yeah.
And we could also be heavily blocked. Well, he does make the call, man.
37% for a lot of money at stake, and it's a deuce of clubs, and that's it. That is it.
That was a quick heads up.
Very quick.
The easiest bracelet I've ever seen.
Very quick. And look at that. The main prize, 28,000 basically. 27,938 and some change.
Wow.
Wow. The equity was 37% on the turn. So he wasn't in too bad of a shape, but still.
Yeah.
That 37%, the difference between the second and the first is 62,000 of them American dollars. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think 37% is the best outcome, right? That's as good as it gets.
That's exactly as good as it gets, because like you said, some outs could have been dead, but none of the outs were dead. All of the outs were live, and so in fact that's the 37% that you get if everything is still live out there.
Well.
Oh well.
Runchuks, man. Oh, well. You invited me onto your channel. It's becoming a common theme. Let's do a stream next week.
Well, absolutely. Let's just chat. I feel like you have at least one more story in you. You still haven't finished your airplane story, engine on fire thing. So I think that's why the whole obsession with the planes. That's where it started. Has to be the inception point for you. You know, since that age, fire, engine. I like fire. I like engine. I like airplane. I don't like to see Grandpa being a bit scared. You know, oh man.
Oh yeah, I mean maybe it's like people that have like phobias, right?
Yeah.
Except mine went the polar opposite way. People, scared of snakes because they were scared of spiders as a kid. Yeah, maybe. I am more fearful of planes nowadays though, but yeah. Anyway, man, thank you so much for having me as always. Massive shout out to the people in the chat. Obviously, get those tickets credited into your GG accounts, and hopefully, we would love to hear a bit of a Runchuks Poker Twitch channel run good story where you bink a ticket into the 5K main and then you go on.
That would be such a pleasure, man.
Can you imagine, man? Can you imagine?
I'd be so happy because it's a cool story, somebody hanging out here, listening to our stories. And let's face it, today, the commentary, we probably had 3 bright moments when we actually did some good analysis of the hands. And the rest of the time, we were just having fun. And I really enjoy doing this with you because you might have so many stories and it's just beautiful. And of course, we kept the finger on the pulse, so to say, of the game. But for me, the highlight is the engine and and the piece of art that you bought, which is I wonder, is it going to be one of those other inception points where Henry Kilbane is just going into getting big in art, and a few years from now we talk about the collector, the GTO collector.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll see. Only time could tell. Maybe an engine's going to set on fire, and I won't have any time to collect more art. I must have only like 2 lives left. I've got a quad bike story that I'll tell you guys on next week's stream, where I swear on my mother's life, like I shouldn't be sat here telling you this quad bike story, but
I don't believe this.
I will save it for next week.
Oh man, I know that you said I will save it for the next week, but
we'll do a stream when let me know when you go live again.
Oh man, the sound is horrible because we can't hear anything that you say. But I know that you're basically trying to say you're gonna hold the story, you're gonna tell it to us next week, because apparently we are streaming next week.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right,
we have just chatting category on Twitch, and let's just go for just chatting. Because at some point I thought, well, surely the 9 live stories, we covered them all, but apparently there's more, and you keep it upping it up a notch. So I feel like it's a great idea. Let's do it next week. And once again, congratulations to everyone who won the tickets, guys. Like Henry said, we hope that you bink it and get to the main event. And if such a thing happens, please do let us know. We would be really happy for you, and would rail and support you and cheer and all that good stuff. OMFG, thank you, man, again for gifting 5 subs today. I'm super happy to see the sub count growing and community growing. I'm so happy to see that you guys are hanging out with us, enjoying the streams. So, yeah.
Peace out.
All right, Henry, thank you, and let's do it next week, man. You're in. You're up. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, man. I'll catch you next week.
All right.
Peace, chat.